uh, so first numerical, prepare an approximate estimate or the preliminary estimate of the office building having the carpet area of the 100 square meter for obtaining the administrative approval of the government with the following details. So as we know, we require a preliminary estimate or approximate estimate to get the administrative approval from the government. Okay, or the whatever the board of जो काही तुमचा management board असेल त्यांच्याकडून सुद्धा जर तुम्हाला to build a particular work, okay, new work, you have to get the administrative approval so that the funds will be released for our particular work, okay, depending upon the budget of our mm, depending upon the budget of our board and the cost of our particular new construction. Okay, so the plinth rate is given as the 2350, so therefore we are going to calculate this particular example or solve this particular example by obviously plinth area estimate. Okay, plinth area rate estimate or the plinth area method. So again, the various cost for the calculation of the various services is given. Okay, for the deep foundation, the cost is 1% of the building cost. For extra special architecture feature, the building it will be the 0.5% of the building cost. The cost of the water supply and sanitation will be the 6% of the building cost, and cost for the all of other services will be 5% of the building cost. Now contingencies is given as a 3.5% and supervision charges is given as a 8%. Now याच प्रकारचं एक्झाम्पल आपण सॉल्व्ह केलं होतं. Now as the only carpet area is given, we have to calculate the plinth area or the built up area. So for that, it may be it is given that it may be assumed that the built up area, total built up area will include 34% as the corridors and ladders and the 8% as the um, walls. Okay, so total built up area, in the total built up area, 34% area of the particular built up area will be occupied by the corridors, veranda, and laboratories, and the 8% will be occupied by the walls. Okay, this type of exam are already solved in the theory lectures. Okay, so starting with our particular numerical. So first, calculation of the plinth area. Calculation of the plinth area. As we are already given the carpet area as a 1100 square meter. Okay, and as we have told that the area of the lobbies and wall area is 34%, 32%, and the 8%. So as we know, built up area equals to carpet area plus area of the lobbies plus area of the wall. Okay. So considering the built up area as X or P कोणताही तुम्ही annotation देऊ शकतात त्याला. Okay, PQRS ABCD काहीही देऊ शकतात. So considering the built up area as X, the X will equals to carpet area, that is 1100 meter square plus 32% of the X. Okay, area of the lobbies is 32% of the built up area. Therefore, 32 divided by 100 multiplied by X means 32% of the X plus wall area. Wall area is 8% of the X. 8% of the built up area. So obviously 8 divided by 100 multiplied by X. So that will solving that we get the equation as x equals to uh, 11,000 plus 0.32x plus 0.08x. So calculate the particular solve the particular equation and calculate the value of the x, which is the built up area or the plinth area of our proposed building. Calculate the value, the square meter. We already solved this type of example in the 3 lectures. Okay, पहिलं जे आहे तुमचं याच प्रकारचं एक्झाम्पल आपण 3 लेक्चर मध्ये सॉल्व्ह केलेलं होतं. So it should be easy to understand. Okay, everyone should answer the questions. Okay, x equals to carpet area plus area of the carpet area plus area of the lobbies plus area of the wall. Okay. सो लिहित पण चला न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व्ह करण्यासोबतच म्हणजे तुम्हाला मग डबल लिहिण्याची गरज नाही फायनल जे लिहिणार ते सबमिट करून टाका. So x that is equals to built up area, and built up area is also the plinth area. So plinth area of the particular building is 1833.34 square meter. Okay. Now as we know, now next step, the building cost. Okay. So as we know, building cost will be plinth area rate, which has already been given in the numerical, multiplied by the plinth area of the proposed structure, which we have calculated here. So obviously the plinth area rate is 2350 multiplied by the plinth area of the proposed structure, that was a 1833.34. Calculate the building cost for this particular proposed structure. Plinth area rate आपल्याला दिलेला होता. Okay, plinth area rate is 2350 per square meter. Okay, from the built up area, from the carpet area, we have calculated the built up area or the plinth area. So multiplying that particular plinth area with the plinth area rate, that is 2350, calculate the building cost. Okay. Okay, everyone should give the answer in the chat box. Okay. Otherwise, they will be expelled from the practical. सॉल्व करत चला, तुम्हाला लगेच सबमिट करायचे आहेत ते. ओके, असाइनमेंट as soon as our particular practical is finished ended, I will post the assignment on the Google Classroom. Yes, the cost is 4 lakh 30,000, sorry, 43 lakh 8,000 349 cost of the particular building. Now as we already know the particular next step, that is the cost of the services. So as we know, the cost of the services will be taken on the बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट. ओके, सो फक्त वरचे उत्तर लिहू नका, सॉल्व सुद्धा करत चला. ओके, मी सांगितलं तुम्हाला चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये आन्सर द्या म्हणजे तेच उत्तर द्यायचं असं नाही. ओके, सॉल्व सुद्धा करत चला. Extra due to the deep foundation at the site. Okay, remember that हे तुमचं प्रॅक्टिस साठी एक प्रॅक्टिस सेशन म्हणून तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिकलला बघत चला. ओके, ऑल ऑफ द थेरी मध्ये जे काही तुम्ही कन्सेप्ट शिकलात किंवा ऑल ऑफ द थिंग्स यू आर लर्न इन द थेरी विल बी युटिलाइज इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर प्रॅक्टिकल or will be practiced in the practical. Okay, so it's not different. Okay, in other subjects, the practicals are different than the theory, but the theory of this particular subject are not much related to the theory work. Okay, so if you are trying to solve the particular numerical, it will be given you as a practice. Okay, so as much as you solve the numerical, the practice will be more, and therefore in case of the in-semester exam or the in-semester exam, you will solve the numerical with accuracy and fast. Okay, so cost of the services, as we have already given, the cost of the deep foundation is 1% of the building cost. First, for the special architecture treatment, it's 0.5% of the building cost, and the cost for the water supply and the sanitary installation is 6% of the building cost, and cost for the other services is 5% of the building cost. So calculate the cost for the each services. uh, we have known that cost of the services, whether it is given in the particular numerical or not, we always take the cost of the services on the building cost. Okay, whether it is given in the numerical or not. Okay, whether it is mentioned in the numericals or not, we always take the cost of the services on the building cost. Remember this particular point. In this particular example, आपला direct त्यांनी म्हटलेलं आहे की the extra for the deep foundation should be taken on the building cost. Okay, but in some of the cases it will not be given. In that case, remember that all of the services, cost of the services should be taken on the building cost only. So the cost for the services for the deep foundation is 43,083.49. For the special architecture treatment, it is 21,541.7. For the water supply and sanitation, this is 22,58,500.94. And for the building other services, the cost is 2,15,000 for 17.45 rupees. Okay, now again, as we already know the next step, that is overall cost. Overall cost equals to total building cost plus cost of the services. Okay, building cost, we already calculated the building cost. Okay, adding the building cost and the cost of the services, that will give us the overall cost. Okay, total cost of the services is 5,38,543.63. And yes, by calculating, by adding the building cost plus cost of the services, it will give us the total cost as 46 lakh 14,000 to 42.63. Cross verify it. So the building cost was 43 lakhs 8,359 plus total cost of the services, that is 5 lakh 38,543.63. Calculate the overall cost. Okay, the cost is 48 lakh 46,892.62 rupees. Now, calculating the cost of the contingencies and the supervision charges. Okay, as we already know, contingencies and supervision charges will be always taken on the overall cost. Okay, remember these 2 points. Okay, in case of the services, we are taking the particular percentage on the building cost, and in case of the supervision charges and the contingencies, we are going to take that particular percentage on the overall cost. Okay, remember this always 2 points. Whether it is given in the numerical or not, we are going to calculate the services on the building cost and the contingency and supervision charges on the overall cost. To calculate the contingencies and the supervision charges, that will be 3.5% of the overall cost and 8% of the overall cost. These are given in the numerical. Okay, and always write down the unit. Okay, इथे सुद्धा ओव्हरऑल कॉस्ट कशामध्ये असणार, तुमचा रुपीज मध्ये असणार, तर युनिट लिहत चला. ओके, जेव्हा केव्हा तुम्ही फायनल मध्ये आन्सर लिहिणार तेव्हा रुपीज 48,46,000 असं लिहत चला. ओके, and if you are putting the rupees sign there, then always put it at the front. Okay, or at the start, and then write down the value. Okay. So 3.5% of the 48,46,892.62 will be our contingencies. That will be 1,69,641.241. Okay, cross verify it. Second is the contingent supervision charges. That will be 8% of the overall cost. Overall cost is 48,46,892. So 8% of the 48,46,000. 892.65. That will give us the supervision charges as 3,87,751.4096. So again, cross verify it. Okay, direct total cost झाला. ठीक आहे. Okay. Again, the total cost will be overall cost plus cost of the contingency and supervision charges. हे तुमचं already झालेलं आहे. So I don't think there is any difficulties in there. Yes, the contingency cost is 1,69,641 and the supervision charge is 3,87,751. Therefore, the total cost will be 54 lakh 54 lakh 4,285.271. Okay, so the approximate cost of the proposed office building is rupees 54 lakh 4,285 rupees. Okay, so most of the time this type of the example will be asked in the ISC 1 or the final year example. So the final year exam. Okay. त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला कार्पेट एरिया दिलेला असेल किंवा कार्पेट एरिया तुम्हाला बाय द रूम साइज कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा असेल अँड देन फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिक्युलर कार्पेट एरिया यू विल हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट द बिल्ट अप एरिया बाय कन्सिडरिंग द वॉल्स अँड एरिया अंडर द वॉल्स अँड द एरिया अंडर द लॅबोरेटरी. Okay, so the approximate cost of the proposed office building equals to 54 lakh 4,285.283 rupees. Now the next problem. Now the next problem, an hospital building wants to extend a hospital management wants to extend the hospital building built 3 years ago by adding some extra building sections. Prepare a preliminary estimate for requesting the administrative approval from the board of the shareholders. Now the hospital management, there is a hospital which has been built 3 years ago. Okay, 3 वर्षापूर्वी एक hospital construction झालेलं होतं. Now as the particular patients are requirement is higher, okay, so therefore they are preparing or they're planning of adding some extra building sections to the original building, hospital building. But for that they need an administrative approval or the approval from the board of the shareholders. The shareholders will decide if the particular investment, depending upon the total approximate cost of the project, if the particular investment should be done or not. Okay, so for that they will require a administrative approval from the board of the shareholders. Okay, to get that particular administrative approval they need to prepare a preliminary estimate. Now the additional facilities that we are going to provide are, first is the two general wards with each with a capacity of each other 25 beds. So total capacity will be 25 multiplied by 2, that will be 15 bed. Okay, 50 beds, 50 beds. Second additional facility of the unit is superintending doctor's residence. Okay, now again there will be the superintending officer and we have to provide the residence to that particular doctor. So that will be of the 165 square meter. Third will be the one ICU unit or the one ICU ward of the area 90 square meter. Four will be the single room quarters for the ward boys. That will be of the area 320 square meter. And the fifth will be the mortuary with the area 25 square meter. Okay. Now for as per the previous estimates, means the estimate which has been prepared 3 years ago. Okay. The particular hospital building is new and it has been built 3 years ago. So they have the rates for the various wards or the they have the construction rates for the various wards. Okay, or the ICU or the general wards or the first class construction or the second class construction. Okay. So they are going to use that particular rate which were used or which they are going to use the rates 3 years ago. Okay, whichever the rates of the particular materials are there 3 years earlier, that will be used to calculate the rates. Okay, for the various construction rates. Okay, now as the particular building is 3 years old, therefore there might be some certain increments in the rates and the materials of the in the rates of the materials as well as the labor. So whatever the rate was 3 years ago, that will be different from the rates at the current market level. So from that particular current market analysis, the particular hospital or the particular PW department can take the particular percentage or decide a particular percentage to be increased for the each year. That will be in this particular, that will be the 1.5%. Okay, so suppose the construction cost for the or the cement suppose the construction cost for the any construction unit is suppose 1 lakh rupees at the 5 years and 5 years earlier, then we are going to increase that particular cost by 5 multiplied by 1.05%. Okay, that is 5.25 percentage for getting the current market rate of that particular item of the work or the construction work. Okay, so similarly here, the previous rates for the various buildings or the various construction works are given, and the increment is given, the percentage increment is real, which will be fixed by the PW department. Okay, each year. Okay, PW department प्रत्येक वर्षी किती percentage increase करायचं आहे एक decide करून घेते, and that particular percentage we have to increase the cost of that particular building. If you are referring the building which is not uh, as per the current market rate, which for which we have not prepared the estimate as per the current market rate, rather the old market rates. Okay, so in that case we are going to increase the particular cost of the particular building. Okay, so the construction cost is given per bed, so therefore we are going to use this cost for the general ward, as the general wards is given, the service unit is given for the general ward, that is 25 bed. Okay, so the construction cost for the ICU is given in per square meter. So here we are going to use the plinth area method. So area of the particular ward is already given. Now first class construction work and the second class construction work. Okay. Now for the same plan. Okay. Same plan, the construction work might be different. Like the class of the brick will be different. The plastering thickness of the plastering will be there. In some case there will be single coat. In some case there will be a double coat. Similarly, the specification of doors and windows will be there. Flooring, again the specification of flooring will be different. So depending upon that particular specification, a particular building is divided into the various classes, like first class building, second class building, and third class building, depending upon the specification which we are going to use to construct that particular building. Okay, so in case of the suppose superintending daughter's resident. Okay, now this is a higher class or higher grade staff, therefore their residence should be of the higher quality. Okay, the quality of the doors and windows, the painting, quality of the painting or the specification of the painting, or the suppose the floorings will be there, okay, types of the flooring. Okay, or the if there are kitchen, then the facilities of the kitchen or the WC bath, all of the equipment in the WC bath. Okay, that will be of the higher quality. Therefore, the cost of construction, uh, therefore this particular residence will be in the first class construction work. Whereas for in case of the ward boys room. Okay, now single ward boys room जे असतील तुमचे, obviously the ward boys of the lower grade worker, therefore their particular residence will not be of that much of the higher quality, whether it is the flooring types or the door and window type or the coloring type. Okay, or the type of the bricks used in that particular construction. Okay, that will be more should be economical rather than the expensive one. Okay, so in that case the class of the construction will be second class construction work. Okay, याच्यामध्ये अजून एक third class construction work असतं. Most preferably third class construction work will be used for the temporary structure. Okay, which are not permanent in type. Okay, which we have to demolish after the end of the construction. Okay, or the end of the certain period like 5 years or 10 years. Okay, so in that case we are going to use the construction work as the third class construction work. That particular construction will have the minimum specification or the minimum quality of the various products. Okay, so in this case, as there is not any given, then we have to consider we have to suppose that for the superintending doctor's resident and for the mortuary we are going to use the first class construction work, whereas for the ward boys we are going to use the second class construction work. Okay, right, for the each item, each type of the construction work is already given. As also the extra for the water supply, sanitation, and the electric this services, extra cost for the services is given, also as well as the extra cost for the contingencies and departmental charges is given. Okay, as we already know, departmental charges means supervision charges. Okay, there is no difference between the departmental charges and supervision charges. So we treat it similar to the supervision charges. We treat the departmental charges similar to the supervision charges. So that will be 10% of the overall cost. Okay. So now first considering the increment. Okay. So these are the all of these rates are the old rates. Now we will have to calculate the corrected rate considering the increment in the rate. Okay. So first step. So first step, increment in rates. Now, considering the 1.5% increment as given in the particular example in rate per year, total increment in 3 years will be 1.05 multiplied by 3, that is 3.15 percentage. Okay, remember that we are not considering the compound interest here. Okay, so we are direct म्हणजेच समजा 100 rupees असली, okay, particular value is 100 rupees, then increasing the particular percentage by 1 for the first year, that will be 101 rupees, and again for second year multiplying the 101 with the particular percentage. So remember that we are not using the compound interest method here, we are directly using simple interest. Okay, so in that case we are going to calculate the percentage directly by multiplying with the 3. Okay, not by म्हणजे प्रत्येक वर्षी न घेता आपण डायरेक्ट 3 वर्षाचा एकत्र कॅल्क्युलेट करणार. दिस इज द मेथड. ओके, हीच मेथड आपली पीडब्ल्यूडी मध्ये यूज केली जाते. ओके, this is how this particular increment in the year is considered. So directly multiplying 1.05 with 3, that will give us a total increment in 3 years as 3.15 percentage. Okay, so now the corrected construction rates for the calculating the corrected construction rate for the each item of the work. So for the uh, general ward, okay, for the general ward, the as per the example, the construction cost is 1,15,000 per bed. So 1,15,000 plus करायचं. Okay, so 1,15,000 plus plus 3.5%, 3.15% of the 1,15,000, or you can directly calculate the whole increase direct corrected rate by multiplying it with the 1.0315. ओके, दोघांपैकी कोणतेही तुम्ही यूज करू शकता. एक तर सेपरेट 3.5% करायचे आणि त्याला ऍड करायचं 1,15,000 मध्ये. ओके, इथं इथं multiplication नाही, इथं addition आहे. ओके, or you can directly multiply the particular 1,15,000 with 1.0315. ओके, दोघांपैकी कोणतेही तुम्ही यूज करू शकता. Calculate the corrected construction rates for the general ward, that is per that construction rate will be in the per bed. Similarly, the corrected construction cost per Similarly, the corrected construction for the ICU, okay, general previous rate was old rate was 8,600 multiplying with the 1.0315, that will give us the corrected construction rate for the ICU per square meter. Similarly, corrected first class construction work rate will be इथं प्रत्येकाची रेट यूज करा. ओके, for the cost use करा. Okay, 6,700 multiplied by again okay, calculate the corrected construction rates for the each item of the work. For the general work, for the ICU work, for the first class construction work, and for the second class construction work. Okay. Okay, instead of giving the simple example, in semester exam or IC exam असा काहीतरी वेगळा पॉइंट टाकून देता. Suppose in this case, the percentage increase is there. Okay, rate increases there. अशा वेगळा काहीतरी पॉइंट टाकता, so that the numericals will be different from the general numericals. So first, correct construction rate for the general wards will be 1,18,622.5 rupees per bed. Okay, calculate similarly for the ICU and the first class construction work and the second class construction work. Okay, so for ICU it is 8,870.9 rupees per square meter. For the first class construction work, it is 6,911.01 rupees per square meter, and for the second class construction work, it is 443.45 rupees per square meter. Okay, क्रॉस व्हेरीफाय करत चला प्रत्येक व्हॅल्यू. ओके, एकाने काढले जरी तरी. Just edit, Unit 70.96911.0544.3.45. For 3.45. Okay. So this is the rate corrected construction rate. Now in this case the correction was given uniform for the all of this particular construction work. Okay. Current suppose, but in some of the cases the percentage will be different for the different work. Like for the first class construction work, the increment in rate might be the 1% per year, whereas for the second class construction it is 1.2% for the year. So depending upon the material used in the each type of the construction, the increment in the rate might be different. Okay, here the increment in the rate is taken 3.15% for the each construction type. But remember that in some of the cases the construction rate or the increment in the rate might be different for the different section or the unit of the particular building or the class of the particular building. Okay, इथं एकत्र असल्यामुळे काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. जर वेगळी असेल तर ओके प्रत्येकाची वेगळी असू शकते. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर टू कॅल्क्युलेट द इन्क्रीमेंट रेट इन द ऍडव्हान्स. ओके, जुने रेट वापरायचे नाही, नवीन रेट वापरून एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करायचं, कारण हे तुमचे वेगवेगळे असू शकतात. ओके, नाव second step, that is the building cost. Now we have calculated the correct construction rate, then the further steps will be similar as for the previous examples we have already solved. So building cost, so calculate the building cost for the each item of the work or the each unit of the construction. The first is the general ward. There are two general wards are here, and each general ward is of the 25 capacity. Okay, here it is given the two general wards, each of the 25 beds capacity. So therefore, the building cost for the two general wards, we are going to take the total number of the service unit as 25 multiplied by 2. That is 25 beds per general ward. Okay, multiply with the service unit rate, corrected service unit rate we have calculated, that is 1,18,622.5. Similarly, calculate the cost of the each work. Remember, for the superintending doctor's resident and for the mortuary, the rates will be of the first class construction work. Okay, whereas for the single room quarters of the wards boy, the rates will be of the second class construction work. Okay, for the superintending officer and the mortuary, rates will be of the first class construction work, and for the ward boys, okay, quarters of the wards boy, the construction rates will be of the second class construction work. Okay, so calculate the बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट फॉर द इच आयटम ऑफ द वर्क. ओके, स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स आहेत काही ते इग्नोर करा. The building cost for the two general wards will be 2 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 1,18,622.5. The building cost for the superintending doctor officers or doctor residents will be 165. The area for the each is was given. Okay, superintending residence was 165 square meter. For ICU it was 19 square meter. 90 square meter, and for the general wards it was 320 square meter. For the mortuary it was 25 square meter. Okay, so considering those particular areas, the Building cost for the superintending doctor's residence will be 165 multiplied by the corrected rate, that is 8,870.9 rupees. For the building cost of the ICU, it will be 9090 was the area of the ICU, multiplying with the 90 multiplying with the corrected rate for the ICU ward, that was sorry, this rate should be 6911.05 for the doctor session, and for the ICU it will be 8870.9. Okay, for the ward boys the rate will be for the ward boys quarters the rate will be 443.45. And for the mortuary again the rates of the first class construction work, that is that is 6911.05 will be used. So calculate the building cost for the each building section. Yes, for the ICU the corrected rate will be 8870. Okay, जनरल वॉर्ड साठी तुमचा डायरेक्ट रेट आहे, आयसीयू वॉर्ड साठी तुम्हाला डायरेक्ट रेट दिलेला आहे. ओनली फॉर द सुपरिंटेंडिंग डॉक्टर्स ऑफिसर आणि मॉर्टरी या दोघांसाठी तुम्हाला यूज करायचा आहे रेट फर्स्ट क्लास कन्स्ट्रक्शन वर्कचा, आणि फॉर द वॉर्ड बॉयज रूम वी आर गोइंग टू यूज द रेट फॉर द सेकंड क्लास कन्स्ट्रक्शन वर्क. ओके, दिस विल बी गिवन इन टू पर्टिक्युलर न्यूमेरिकल. जर तुम्हाला एक्झाम मध्ये आले तर ते दिलेलं असेल की कोणता रेट कशासाठी घ्यायचा आहे. ओके, that case you don't have to assume that particular value. एक जनरल तुम्हाला समजण्यासाठी सांगितलं मी की फॉर द जनरल lower grade workers we generally provide the second class construction work, where for the higher grade workers we provide the first class construction work. Okay, there is no difference between the structural strength of the both of the items. Okay, the only difference is the or the safety factors is always in both of them safety factors will be similar. Only the difference will be in the type of the materials used for the architecture feature or the aesthetic point of the view. Okay, सो असं नाही की सेकंड क्लास वर्क म्हटलं म्हणजे एकदम खराब क्वालिटीचं काम, आणि थर्ड क्लास वर्क म्हटलं म्हणजे अजून एकदमच थर्ड क्लास क्वालिटीचं वर्क, असं नाही. तर फर्स्ट क्लास सेकंड क्लास थर्ड क्लास सर्वांची एकच क्वालिटी असते. फक्त चेंजेस जे होतात तुमचे ते जे काही तुमचं आर्किटेक्चर व्ह्यू असेल त्याच्यामध्ये चेंज होतो. म्हणजे आता टाईल्स वगैरे जे असतील तुमचे टाईप ऑफ द टाईल्स चेंज होतो. ओके, आधी आपण कोटा वगैरे वापरतो, आता आपण स्पार्टेक्स वगैरे वापरतो. ओके, डोअर्स असेल आधी सिम्पल डोअर वापरायचो की किंवा लोखंडी साधं अल्युमिनियम डोअर आपण वापरायचो. काही ठिकाणी एकदम डायरेक्ट सागवान लाकडाचे डोअर्स यूज होतात. सो that will be the changes which will be uh, uh, considered in the classification of the particular building in the first class or the second class or the third class. Okay, calculate the building cost. So the cost for the construction of the general walls is 59 lakhs 31,125 rupees. For the superintending officers resident, the cost is 11 lakh 40,323.23 rupees. For the building cost for the ICU ward is 7 lakh 98,381 rupees, and for the single quarters rooms of the ward boys, the cost is 14 lakhs 19,344 rupees, and last for the mortuary the cost is 1,72,776.25. ओके, त्यामुळे जे काही सर्व जे काही रेट आपण घेतलेले आहेत ते जनरल रेट्स आहेत, अप्रॉक्सिमेट रेट्स आहेत. दॅट मे नॉट बी ॲक्युरेट इन द प्रॅक्टिकल पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू. ओके, आता जर तुम्ही जे काही रेट घेतले समजा पर्टिक्युलर हॉस्पिटलचे तर ते वेगळे असू शकतात. ओके, दिस आर द अप्रॉक्सिमेट रेट. ओके, जुने रेट सुद्धा असू शकतात. तर एवढं लक्षात ठेवा, दिस आर नॉट द करंट रेट और करंट मार्केट रेट फॉर द कन्स्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द ICU or the first construction work. Okay, just remember that the main aim of this particular example is for you to understand how the particular steps should be followed. Okay, which steps should be follow, how the increment of the rate will be done in the general rates. Okay, so calculate the total building cost by adding all of this particular cost. Okay, जे काही 5 युनिट आहेत त्या 5 युनिटचे जे काही टोटल बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट होतं त्यांना ऍडिशन करायचं. दॅट विल गिव्ह अस द टोटल बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट. ओके, on that particular total building cost, calculate the cost of the services and from that particular cost of the services, calculate the overall cost. Okay, and बाकीची प्रोसिजर तुम्हाला माहितीच आहे. ओके, calculate the total cost of the particular facilities we are providing new facilities which we are going to provide in the hospital. Okay, टोटल बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट तुम्हाला ऍडिशन करून फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे की ऍड ऑल ऑफ दिस 5 आयटम ऑफ द वर्क for the sorry cost of the all new units. Okay, or the proposed units, that will give us a total building cost, and the cost of the services will be taken on that particular total building cost. Okay, so 8.5% of the total building cost and 12% of the total building cost and the 1.5% of the total building cost. Okay, okay, so the total building cost is 94 lakhs 61,949.5 rupees. Okay, so the extra cost for the water supply and sanitation will be 8.5% of the 94 lakh 61,949.5 rupees. Again, uh, the cost for the extra for the electrification will be 12% of the 94 lakh 61,949.5 rupees. Okay, so calculate the cost of the services. Uh, you know the this particular steps. Okay, कसं calculate करायचं steps तुम्हाला already माहितीच आहे. Okay, so the cost of the services are for the extra cost for the water supply and sanitation is 8.5% of the building cost. That is 8 lakh 4,000 265.70. Okay, 7075. For the electrification, the cost is 11 lakh 35,433.94. The cost of the service, cost of the medical disposals worth the services is 1 lakh 41,929.2425. Okay. So again, calculating the चला calculate करा total cost. Okay, तुम्हाला माहितीच आहे overall cost कसा calculate करता. Okay. फक्त इथं इनपुट करत चला म्हणजे तुमचं क्रॉस व्हेरीफाय होत जाईल. ओके, ओव्हरऑल व्हॉट इज मीन ओव्हरऑल कॉस्ट तुमचा इतर रेस्टॉरंट सोबत क्रॉस व्हेरीफाय होत जाईल. ओके, calculate the overall cost. Overall cost will be total cost of the building plus cost of the services. So the total of the overall cost is 11 uh, 115 lakhs 43,578.38 rupees or 39 rupees. Okay, that will be your overall cost. Now on that particular overall cost, okay, 115 lakhs, 3.5% of the 115 lakhs and 10% of the 115 lakhs. Okay, as I said, the departmental charges will be treated as the supervision charges. Okay, so obviously upon departmental charges, the percentage will be taken on the overall cost. Sorry, on the supervision, for the supervision charges, the percentage will be taken on the overall cost. Therefore, departmental charges again we are going to take the percentage on the overall cost. Okay, overall cost is different than the total cost. Remember that. काय जण ओव्हरऑल कॉस्ट लेता है, काय जण टोटल कॉस्ट लेता है. Okay, so the total cost will be overall cost plus the cost of the contingency. That will be your final cost of the particular new facilities which are going to provide in the hospital. Okay, overall cost is total building cost. Okay, plus the cost of the services. Yes, the cost of the contingencies is 4 lakh 4,000. 25 rupees lakh, 3.5%. Cost of the departmental charges is 11 lakh 54,357. So therefore, adding the overall cost with the cost of the contingencies and the supervision charges, that will give us the total cost as total cost. Okay, so okay, the total cost is 131 lakhs 1,961.47 rupees. Okay, it is cross verified. Okay, those charges are the final cost or the approximate cost for providing the new facilities or units in the hospital is rupees 131 lakhs uh, 131 lakhs 1,961.74 rupees or 30 जे काय असेल तुमचं okay. Everyone got that answer? Okay. Okay, moving to the next numerical. Now the contractor contractor wants to build a warehouse for a new storage unit. He has to choose one location from three different locations to construct the given structure. Prepare an approximate estimate for each location for the given building and select the most preferable location. Okay. Now there is a particular contractor and he wants to build a new warehouse or the new storage unit uh, uh, at one location. Okay, he has to build the particular storage unit at the one location. Okay, but he has to choose from the three different options. Okay, but he has to choose for the three different options. Okay, there are three sites which he thinks that will be most preferable for our particular new warehouse. From those particular three sites, he has to choose the one site so that he can carry forward with his decision. Okay, now to select the one site from all of those particular three sites, what he is going to do, he is going to do the approximate estimate for the each location, and from all of this location, the whichever the whichever is going to be cost less or the minimum from the all of this location will be finalized for the construction of that particular new warehouse. Okay, तिघांचा approximate estimate तो काढणार, तिघांपैकी ज्याची minimum value असेल, approximate cost of this particular building, whichever is minimum, he is going to choose that particular building to construct the new warehouse. Okay, so now for various three locations, there are three locations. Details of the three locations will be there. Okay, now depending upon the location, the land cost will be different. Obviously, जर तुम्ही एका सिटी मध्ये जरी असणार तरी सुद्धा लोकेशन नुसार डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द विच कॉलनी यू आर रेसिडिंग द लँड कॉस्ट विल बी डिफरंट. ओके, मेन सिटी पासून दूर गेले, अजून तो मेन सिटी जास्त मध्ये गेले किंवा अगदी गावाच्या बाहेर गेले तर डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दॅट द लँड कॉस्ट विल बी डिफरंट. ओके, depending upon the particular location of the particular site, the taxation will be different. Okay, now if the particular site falls under the municipal corporation, the taxes on the particular ground will be higher. Whereas if the particular building falls under the gram panchayat, then the taxes will be different or the taxes will be lower. So if the particular building is foreign that the commercial area or the non-agricultural area, if the particular site which we are going to construct the particular building, if the particular site is in the NA, whether it is a NA approved or not, okay, depending upon the all other factors, the taxation will be different for the different location. Okay, so again, the different land cost is there for the different location, as well as the taxation will be different for the each location. Okay, आता हे सर्व taxes approximate आहेत. Okay, that will depend upon the details of the particular site, as well as the uh, cost of the construction. Okay, construction cost for the each location will be different. Okay, again, depending upon the particular location, whether the manufacturer is located and the whether the site is located. If the manufacturer of the particular various building materials and the site is located nearby, then the transportation cost will be way less. Okay, as well as transportation cost for the labors will be less. Okay, समजा लेबर तुमचे एकदम तुम्हाला दुसरीकडून मागवावे लागत आहेत. तुम्ही सर्टन एरियामध्ये आता सिटीमध्ये एरियामध्ये मॅक्झिमम लेबर तुम्हाला मोठ्या कन्स्ट्रक्शन वर्क साठी भेटत नाही, जर ऑलरेडी तिचे तुम्ही कॉन्टॅक्ट केला नसेल तर. So in that case, you are going to require or the transport the rates from the other nearby city or other nearby town. So in that case, there will be the extra cost for that particular transportation. Okay, as well as if the particular specification जे काही आपलं समजा we need a special type of the particular brick, and that particular brick is not available at the particular location 1 and will be available at the location number 3. Okay, easily available at location number 3 and not available at the location 3. Therefore there will be a cost difference between the construction at the location 1 and location 2. Okay, so depending upon all of these other factors, transportation cost, whether it is transportation cost of the manufacturer or the delivery of the particular item, the cost of the building at the different site or the different projects will be different. Okay, such as material rates सुद्धा तुमचे वेगवेगळे असतात. Similarly, for the location 1, the materials rate will be different. Okay, आता जर समजा तुम्ही जळगावमध्ये सिमेंट बॅग घेतली तुम्ही, तर समजा ते 350 भेटते. जळगावच्या बाहेर जर तुम्ही पाडती वगैरे तिथे गेली, तुम्हाला ते 320 330 पर्यंत भेटते. ओके, सो देर इज अ डिफरन्स बिटवीन द रेट्स. ओके, if the particular depending upon the location, the rates of the or the cost of the building will be different. Okay, so therefore, by considering the land cost and the cost of the building, the particular contractor has to choose from all of one location from these three locations by calculating or by doing the approximate or by preparing the approximate estimate for the each location. Okay, so here the number of bays in the proposed structure are 14 numbers. Okay, so the particular building includes the base 14 numbers of the base. Okay, base मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं, base is the distance between the two trusses. Okay, in case of the industrial building or the industrial state, जर तुम्ही गोडाऊन जर कन्सिडर केलं तर त्यामध्ये कोणती वॉल्स वगैरे जास्त नसतात, एक मोठा हॉल सारखं असते. सो इन दॅट केस अदर कोणताही सर्व्हिस युनिट अदर तुमचं मोस्ट इफिशियंट राहत नाही. therefore we use the distance between the two trusses as a service unit. That particular distance between the two trusses is known as the bay. Okay, त्यालाच आपण म्हणतो बे. सो या दोन ट्रस्ट युनिट मधलं जे काही डिस्टन्स आहे त्याला आपण एक बे म्हणतो. आणि मग जसं ते वाढत जाणार, तुम्ही जेवढं ट्रस्ट पुढे जे काही वाढत जाणार, दॅट विल बी युअर नंबर ऑफ बेस इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर construction. So our particular proposed warehouse contains a number of bays, 14 numbers of the bays. Okay, again we have to construct the gantry guard तुम्हाला इन्स्टॉल करावं लागेल. ओके, गॅन्ट्री गार्डर तुमचं झालं असेल, गॅन्ट्री गार्डर म्हणजे काय माहिती असेल तुम्हाला. ओके, इट इज यूज टू ट्रान्सपोर्ट द it is used to install the it is a one kind of the crane. Okay, so a crane type असते, it is installed to move the particular items in the go down. Okay, and the other extra so it is also the service. Okay, one of the service under electrification with the contingency वगैरे सर्व तुमचं सेम आहे. Now the built up area for the per bay is given as a 80 square meter. So each bay will include the area of the 80 square meter. Okay, so total area will be 80 multiplied by 14 number. So now calculating the cost for the each location, प्रत्येक लोकेशनला आपण कॉस्ट कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आणि त्या पर्टिक्युलर कॉस्ट नुसार तिघांचं जे काही फायनलला जे काही तिघांचं जे तिघांपैकी जे काही मिनिमम कॉस्ट असेल, दॅट विल बी युअर मोस्ट प्रिफरेबल लोकेशन फॉर द कन्स्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द न्यू स्टोरेज युनिट. ओके, सो फर्स्ट याच्यात एक ऍड केलाय की तुमची लँड कोस्ट ऍड केलेली आहे. ओके, प्रिव्हियस एक्झाम्पल मध्ये आपलं काय ऍड होतं, increment in rate. Now in this case, the another factor is land cost. Okay. So first, calculating the project cost for the location one. Okay, calculating the project calculating the project cost for the location one. Okay, so the building land cost, the project cost will be land cost plus total cost of the building. Okay, total जे काही building ची cost लागेल plus जे काही total land cost असेल, that will be your total cost for the whole project. Okay, so first considering the land cost, uh, to calculate the land, तुम्हाला रेट पर स्क्वेअर मीटर ऑलरेडी दिलेला आहे. तुम्हाला टोटल बिल्टअप एरिया ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर बिल्डिंग फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे. सो the total built up area of the proposed structure is will be equals to area per bay multiplied by number of bays. Okay, number of bays multiplied by एका bay मध्ये किती area असेल, that will give us the total uh, area or the total built up area for that particular project. So 80 is the number of sorry, area per bay, and the number of bays 49, the 409. Okay, sorry, the number of bays are 14, not 40. Okay, so number of bays are 14 numbers, and the built up area per bay is 80 square meter. So multiplying the 80, that is area per bay, with the number of bays, that is 14. Calculate the area, total built up area in the square meter. Okay, so, 80 multiplied by 14, that is 14, that will give us the area as 1120 square meter. So the total built up area uh, for the particular construction work is 1120 square meter. Now we have get the area, and we have the land rate. So the cost of the particular purchasing, the cost for purchasing that particular land, that is the cost of the land, will be land rate multiplied by the total built up area. The built up area land rate is 4200 per square meter. The land area is 1120, or the built up area is 1120 square meter. So that will give us the cost of the land for construction of this particular project. Okay, land cost तुम्हाला दिलेला आहे 4200 per square meter. Okay, so calculating the cost of the land. The cost of the land is 47 lakh 4,000 rupees. Now that particular cost is without the taxes. Now remember that all of the taxes, जर तुमचे जे काही taxes असतील, that will be taken on the land cost. Okay, only. हा जो काही cost of the building असतो, किंवा हा जो काही rate असतो, that is including the all of the taxes. कारण याच्यामध्ये मटेरियलचे जे काही तुम्ही घेणार आहात, मटेरियलचं जे काही रेट घेणार आहे, तो ऑब्विसली विथ टॅक्स असेल, लेबरचं किंवा जे काही वर्क असेल तुमचं, दॅट विल बी इन्क्लुडिंग टॅक्सेस. सो रिमेंबर दॅट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द बिल्डिंग is always including the cost rate, whereas the land cost and the other cost will be excluding the cost rates. Okay, this is only applicable for the approximate estimate. Okay, detail estimate जेव्हा आपण कॅल्क्युलेशन करतो, तेव्हा तो आपण जसं प्रिव्हियस लेक्चर मध्ये सांगितलं की डिटेल एस्टिमेट मधले जे काही आयटम रेट आपण यूज करतो, ओके, पर युनिट रेट जे काही आपण यूज करतो, दॅट इज विदाउट, that is excluding the GST. But in case of the approximate estimate, the cost of the building will always be including the GST. So समजा टॅक्स दिलेला असेल, तर त्याने स्पेसिफिकली मेन्शन केलेलं असेल, then always take the tax on the land cost. Okay, so the cost of the land including the taxes. Okay, हा जो काही cost of the land होता, that was excluding the cost rate, sorry, excluding the taxes. Now cost of the land including the taxes, that will give us the it will be increased by the 1.35 per 1.35% ने आपल्याला increase करायचं आहे. So the cost of the land including taxes will be 47 lakh 4,000 rupees multiplied by the 1.0135, that is increasing it by the 1.35%. ओके, तुमच्याकडे डायरेक्ट स्टेप समोर दिसत आहेत, त्यामुळे डायरेक्ट लिहू नका. ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड इच अँड एव्हरी स्टेप. ओके, बिकॉज ऍक्च्युअली दिस इज सपोज टू बी युअर होमवर्क, बट आपण इथे घेत आहोत, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. इज कॉज अंडरस्टँडिंग इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट. फक्त लिहायचं असेल तर काही नसतं तुमचं. ओके, असाइनमेंट लिहायचे आहेत, प्रिपेअर करायचं आहे. दॅट इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टंट. अंडरस्टँडिंग ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर प्रॉब्लेम इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट. So the cost of the land, including the taxes, will be 47,67,504 rupees. Okay, so this is will be the cost of the land. Now calculating the building cost of the particular projects. Okay, now आपल्याकडे माहिती आहे की जिथे सर्व्हिस युनिट जे काही in case of the warehouse we take the service unit as the per bay. Okay, so in this particular case building cost will be equals to service unit rate multiplied by the number of service unit in the proposed structure. So the service unit rate is given as 24,500. Okay, the cost of the building is तुम्हाला दिलेला आहे, that is 24,500 rupees per bay. So multiplying the service unit rate, that is 24,500 with the number of service units in the particular proposed building, that is the 14. So 2500 multiplied by 14, that will give us the building cost of that particular project. Okay, that is 3,43,000 rupees. Okay, cross verify करा. 3,43,000 rupees. Yes, 3,43,000 rupees will be the building cost for the warehouse. Okay. Now again, same procedure तुम्हाला follow करायचे आहे. The extra cost for the cost of the services will include the gantry guard installation and the electrification. And that overall cost calculate the contingencies and the supervision charges. And the total cost of the particular building, total building cost calculate करायचं. Total cost of the किती होतो तुमचा मी सांगतो तुम्हाला. हे 2 तास आपलं प्रॅक्टिकल असतं. 2 तासामध्ये तुमचं हे प्रॅक्टिकल असतं किंवा कोणताही अदर प्रॅक्टिकल असो, न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व्ह करत चला किंवा थोडं इंटरेस्टिंग बनवत चला. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जर तुम्ही इफ यू आर गोइंग टू पार्टिसिपेट इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर लेक्चर ऑर द पर्टिक्युलर प्रॅक्टिकल, इट विल नॉट बी बोरिंग फॉर यू. ओके, जर तुम्ही पार्टिसिपेट नाही करणार तर मग तुमचं माझं लेक्चर असं, माझं प्रॅक्टिकल असं किंवा कोणत्याही अदर सब्जेक्टचं प्रॅक्टिकल असतं, दॅट विल बी बोरिंग फॉर यू. ओके, ट्राय टू पार्टिसिपेट, try to learn things. Okay, even I know that particular project is in on the ओके, मोबाईल वरती बघत बसणं खूप बोरिंग होतं. आय नो दॅट. ओके, मूवी असेल तर वेगळी गोष्ट, तुमचा हे प्रॅक्टिकल असेल किंवा लेक्चर असेल तर वेगळी गोष्ट. स्टील ट्राय टू गिव्ह युअर 100%. ओके, or ऍटलीस्ट 90 or 80%. ओके, तुम्ही असं पण टाइमपास इथे करणारच आहे, तुम्हाला अटेंडन्स गरजेचं आहे, त्यामुळे यू आर गोइंग टू जस्ट you have to attend that particular lecture. So if you are attending that particular lecture, try to understand or try to participate in that particular lecture. असं पण तुमचं टाइम तेवढा जातच आहे, त्याच्यापेक्षा त्याच्यामध्ये थोडं अटेंटिव्ह राहत चला. दॅट विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू. ओके, इवन इफ द एक्झाम इज ऑनलाईन एक्झाम, जेव्हा तुम्ही ऑनलाईन जर लेक्चर मध्ये जर लक्ष ठेवलेलं असेल, देन जे काही पर्टिक्युलर पॉईंट असतात ते लक्षात राहून जातात. ओके, थेरॉटिकल मध्ये तुम्ही पुस्तकामध्ये वाचता, सो त्याचे भरपूर पुस्तकामध्ये वाचून तुम्ही करू शकता. पण मॅक्झिमम एमसीक्यू टाईप जर एक्झाम झाली तुमची, तर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एमसीक्यू विल बी ऑलवेज कन्सिडर्ड बेसिस, नॉट द थेरॉटिकल बेसिस. ओके, माझं लेक्चर असो किंवा अदर कोणतेही स्टुडंट कोणताही सब्जेक्ट असो, जे काही एमसीक्यू असतात ते कन्सेप्ट वाईज असतात. सो if you really paid the attention in the classes, then it will be easy for you to crack that particular concept or learn that particular concept or understand that particular concept. Okay. नाहीतर मग नंतर तुम्हाला परत सर्व लर्न करावं लागतं आणि मग त्यावेळेस तुमचं कन्फ्युजन होतं. सो कॉस्ट ऑफ द सर्व्हिसेस, कॅल्क्युलेट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द सर्व्हिसेस, कॉस्ट ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन, ऑब्विसली ते सर्व तुम्हाला स्टेप बाकी माहितीच आहेत. ओके. मला टोटल कॉस्ट सांगा फक्त इथं. और यू कॅन पुट द अदर कॉस्ट असो, क्रॉस व्हेरीफाय करण्यासाठी अदर कॉस्ट सुद्धा पुटअप करत चला. ओके. अदर बाकीचे स्टुडंट्स आहेत त्यांना क्रॉस व्हेरीफाय करण्यासाठी बेस्ट असतं. ओके. तर तुम्हाला स्वतःला कॉस्ट व्हेरीफाय करण्यासाठी. ओके. बऱ्याच वेळेस कॅल्क्युलेशन मध्ये चुका होऊ शकतात. As I said, that is the most probable mistake made by the students in the estimating and costing like exam. Okay. Okay. Direct total cost आहे 4,15,021.425. Okay. Okay. Overall cost is 3,75,585. Okay. Yes. बरोबर आहे. Okay. So cross verified. Total cost 4,15,021.425 rupees. Overall cost is 3,75,000 75,585. Yes, okay. So the final total cost for building cost is 4,15,021 rupees. Now the total cost of the projects at the location 1 will be land cost for the building cost. Land cost will be including of the taxes. Okay. जी काय आपण cost of the land including taxes काढली plus this total cost that will give us the total cost of the projects at the location 1. Okay. So the cost of the land including was 4,76,000, sorry, 47,67,505 or 504 plus cost of the building that is 4,15,000 21.425 rupees. Okay, that will give us the total cost of the projects at the location 1. This land cost is including the taxes. Okay, so total cost of the projects at location 1 will be. Okay, so total cost of the projects for location 1 is 50. Okay, 51,82,525.45 0.425 rupees. Okay, so again now this was for the location 1. Following the same procedure, we have to calculate the uh, total cost of the projects for location 2nd and 3rd. आणि जी काही तुमची फायनल कॉस्ट येईल फ्रॉम दॅट पर्टिक्युलर फायनल कॉस्ट जी काही मिनिमम असेल तुमची फॉर लोकेशन 1 2 3 तिघांपैकी जी मिनिमम असेल दॅट विल बी युअर मोस्ट प्रिफरेबल लोकेशन. ओके. Yes, the final cost is 51,82,525.42 rupees. Okay, calculate the similar for the location second and third. Okay, that will be for your homework. आपण next practical next numerical घेऊ. Okay, जे काही दोन तुमचे लोकेशन असतील त्याच्यासाठी तुम्हाला फाइंड आउट करायचे. That will be for your homework. Okay, so next numerical. The cost for the projects for the location one is 51,82,525.45 rupees. Next, numerical. Next numerical. Prepare an approximate. Sorry, prepare an preliminary estimate for elevated service reservoir of a storage capacity 16 16,000 rupees liters. Sorry. The municipal corporation has already built similar kind of structure within the same vicinity of the storage capacity 15,400 liters for a total cost of the 8 lakh 15,000. Okay, and the contingency and supervision charges are there. Okay, and the provisional sum is there. Okay, so we have to build a proposed storage reservoir of the capacity 16,000 liters. Uh, for calculating that, we are going to use the service unit method because the service unit is given in the liters and the cost of the particular reference building is given. Oh, so the cost of the reference building is 8,50,000, 8,50,000, and the number of service units in the particular storage is 1 lakh, sorry, 15,400. Okay, so इथं सर्व्हिस युनिट जे असणार आहे ते आपलं लिटर मध्ये असणार आहे. ओके, फॉर द एलिव्हेटेड सर्व्हिस रिझर्वायर as we already discussed, the service unit might be in the meter cube or the liters. Okay, so here the unit is in the liter. So again, solving the particular numerical. So using the service unit method, the first step will be the service unit rate. Okay, calculating the service unit rate. So here the service unit we are going to take is a per liter. Okay, जेव्हा पण तुम्ही सर्व्हिस युनिट मेथडने न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व्ह करत असताना तेव्हा सर्व्हिस युनिट मेन्शन करत जा. ओके, की सर्व्हिस युनिट आपण काय घेणार आहोत. ओके, जर त्यांनी फक्त तुम्हाला सपोज इन दिस केस कसं तुम्हाला फक्त कॅपॅसिटी दिली होती आणि कॉस्ट दिलेला होता. ओके, डायरेक्ट त्यांनी मेन्शन नव्हतं केलं की सर्व्हिस युनिट रेट इज डॅश रुपीज पर लिटर. सो इन दॅट केस ऑलवेज मेन्शन सर्व्हिस युनिट की आपण सर्व्हिस युनिट काय घेत आहोत. So again here the service unit is per liter. Okay, always mention that particular service unit. So calculating the service unit rate or the unit rate of the particular structure will be the cost of the reference building divided by the number of service units in the reference building. So the cost of the building was 8,50,000 divided by the uh, number of service units, म्हणजे किती लिटरची तुमची कॅपॅसिटी होती, that was 15,400. So calculate the cost per liter or the unit rate, that is the rupees per liter. Okay, this is a fairly simple example. This type of the example is maximum asked in the end semester exam. Okay, end semester exam मध्ये तुम्ही 60 मार्क्स असे त्याच्यापैकी 4-5 मार्काला तुम्हाला असं एकदम सिंपल एक्झाम्पल दिलं जाते. स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड एक्झाम्पल, नो एक्स्ट्रा कॅल्क्युलेशन्स आर देअर. ओके, मॅक्झिमम तुम्हाला इन सेमिस्टर एक्झाम मध्ये अशाच प्रकारचे ऑन द अप्रॉक्सिमेट एस्टिमेट. ओके, the more focus will be on the detailed estimate. Okay, in case of the in semester exam. Okay, in case of the ISC exam, the more focus ISC1 exam, the more focus will be on the approximate estimate. In the ISC2, the more focus will be on the detailed estimate and the specification and other topics. Okay, and in the case of the end semester exam, obviously the main focus will be on the detailed estimate. Okay, so the unit rate or the service unit rate for the particular structure is 55.195 rupees per liter. Okay, so the cost of the building is 55.195 rupees 590, sorry, 55.195 rupees per liter. Okay, so obviously next step will be the building cost. As we know, building cost will be service unit rate multiplied by the number of service unit in the proposed building. Now proposed building number of service unit as 16,000 liters. So obviously the unit rate is 55.195 multiplied by the 16,000. That will give us the building cost for that particular project. ऑलवेज हे सुद्धा लक्षात घ्या की तुमचा जो काही रेफरन्स बिल्डिंगचा कॉस्ट होतो 8,50,000 होता आणि त्याची कॅपॅसिटी होती फक्त 15,400. म्हणजेच काय तुमचा जो काही कॉस्ट आहे 16,400 तो 8 लाखापेक्षा जास्त झाला हवा. ओके, याचे काही थम्स रूल्स आहेत हे लक्षात ठेवत चला, म्हणजे एक लॉजिकल रूल्स आहेत, हे काही विशेष रूल्स नाही. तुझा 15,400 जर 8,50,000 रुपये लागत होते, लॉजिकली 16,000ला 8,50,000 पेक्षा जास्तच लागायला हवे. ओके, सो दॅट वे म्हणजे तुमचा जर काही इकडं तिकडे जास्त अमाऊंट होत असेल तर लगेच तुम्हाला समजून येते. मायनर मिस्टेक्स नाही, पण इफ देर आर एनी बिगर मिस्टेक्स, ओके, दॅट विल बी. हे सर्व जेव्हा तुम्ही नंबर ऑफ कॅल्क्युलेशन करतात तेव्हा तुम्हाला ऑटोमॅटिक सवय होऊन जाते. सो बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट इज 8,83,120 रुपीज. ओके, 120 एवढं डायरेक्ट नको करा. ओके, 116.88 असेल. ओके, ठीक आहे, त्यांनी डायरेक्ट पूर्ण रेट घेतला तसं असेल. ओके, ओके, the cost of the building cost is 8,83,120 rupees. Okay, if तुमचा जर आन्सर 8,83,116.88 येत असेल तरी सुद्धा काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही, आपण राऊंड ऑफ केला याच्यामध्ये. ओके, यू आर नॉट राऊंडिंग ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर कॉस्ट, इट विल शो द राऊंडिंग ऑफ नाही केलं तर तुमचे 116 येईल, नाही तर मग तुमचा डायरेक्ट 120 येईल. ओके, again follow the same procedure. Now in this particular case there are no cost of the services, therefore the contingency and supervision charges will be taken on the building cost. Okay, कारण सर्व्हिसेस नाही त्यामुळे ओव्हरऑल कॉस्ट विल बी सेम ॲज द बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट. सो ऑब्विसली द कॉन्टिजन्सीज अँड द सुपरविजन चार्जेस आपण ओव्हरऑल कॉस्ट वरती घेतो, आणि ओव्हरऑल कॉस्ट म्हणजेच आता इथं बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट त्यामुळे द कॉस्ट ऑफ द कॉन्टिजन्सीज अँड द सुपरविजन चार्जेस विल बी टेकन ऑन द बिल्डिंग कॉस्ट. ओके, the contingencies will be equals to 4% of the building cost, and the supervision charges will be equals to the 7% of the building cost. Okay, so the 4% of 8,83,120 rupees and 7% of the 8,83 rupees 83 sorry 8,83,120 rupees. The total cost will be building cost plus cost of the contingency and plus cost of the supervision. Okay, so direct calculate करा, simple numerical आहे total cost. So directly the total cost is 9,80,000 to 63.2 rupees. Okay, and now as we know the total cost, the provisional sum will be added at the last. Okay, provisional sums means which whatever the construction we are doing by employing the third party for that particular services, we have to provide we have to provide a certain sum, or we have to put aside a certain amount so that there will be no budget issue at the end of the project. Okay, suppose आता in this particular case we have to provide a एलिव्हेटेड सर्व्हिस रिझर्वायर असल्यामुळे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे की इलेक्ट्रिक वॉटर पंप तुम्हाला प्रोव्हाइड करायचा आहे. ओके, सो दॅट सो इफ आय हॅव टू आय नो दॅट पर्टिक्युलर आय हॅव टू पे or I have to sorry I have to buy and I have to install the electric water pump so that there will be the function there will be the proper function of the elevated service reservoir. So what I do, I put aside a certain amount so that there will be no budget issue after that. Okay, समजा मला माहिती आहे की जो काही वॉटर पंप आहे डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द HP ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर वॉटर पंप आणि जे काही असेल other details depending upon the specification. I note that the water pump required for this particular reservoir will be costing around 70 to 80 thousand rupees. Okay, so that so what I do, I put आधीच मी 18,000 rupees side ला count ठेवतो, so that the proper functioning of the particular elevated storage reservoir will be there. जर मी हे पर्टिक्युलर 80,000 साईडला काउंट ठेवले नाही, okay, if I did not put that particular 80,000 aside, so it may happen that due to some uncertainties during the construction, the cost of that particular project might uh, the cost of that particular project might exceed the budget. Okay, माझं समजा बजेट फक्त किती, आता कॉस्ट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट किती होत आला आपला 9,80,000 असं फक्त माझा प्रोजेक्ट बजेट आहे. ओके, सॉरी, 9,8 आणि जो काही पर्टिक्युलर 80,000 आपण ऍड केले, तो 10,60,000 समजा सपोज माझं बजेट आहे. पण समजा सर्टन अनसर्टिनिटीज ड्युरिंग द पर्टिक्युलर प्रोजेक्ट, इफ द पर्टिक्युलर कॉस्ट जो काही आहे त्या जर डिफर जर जास्त झाला, तर in that case I do not have the amount at the end of the particular project, at the end of the particular construction to provide the electric water pump. So जरी आता ऑब्विसली इलेक्ट्रिक सर्व्हिस रिझर्वायर मेन तुम्हाला वॉटर पंप लागणारच आहे टू लिफ्ट द पर्टिक्युलर वॉटर. So if I do not have the amount to purchase the water pump at the end of the particular construction, then it will be difficult for me to provide the functionality that particular reservoir. Okay, so ते अवॉइड करण्यासाठी एक सर्टन अमाऊंट आधीच काउंट होतो, म्हणजे एंडला तुमचा बजेटमुळे काही प्रॉब्लेम नको. ओके, so that is known as the provisional sum. So here the total cost of the projects including the provisional sum will be the building cost, that was, sorry, total cost that was 9,80,263.8, sorry, 263.2, plus uh, provisional sum for the water pump, that was 80,000. Okay, so calculate the total cost of the project including the including the provisional sum. Okay, 10,60,000 to 63.2 rupees will be the total cost of that particular elevator services are aware, including the provisional sum. So next and the last numerical of this particular assignment number second. Now a government wants to build. Okay, सर्वांचा cost आला 10,60,000 363.2 rupees. Okay. Okay. So the next and last numerical, the government wants to build a road stretching to a total length of the 14 kilometer for connecting a village to the main city. The prevailing per kilometer cost of the similar type of the road section is 7,50,000. The road alignment also include one major bridge of a length 1,100 meter, and three major curves of the length 450, 690, and 717 meters. Okay, cost of the bridge might be taken as a 6,700 rupees per meter, and the cost of the curves might be taken as a 2,300 rupees per meter. Okay, calculate the approximate cost of the project. Now, as we know, the road approximate estimate of the road or the service unit for the road will be taken as a per kilometer. Okay, the service unit of the road is per kilometer. So the depending upon the road section, okay, जो काही तुमचा रोड असेल त्याच्या क्रॉस सेक्शनला कन्सिडर करून पर किलोमीटरचा कॉस्ट तुम्हाला पीडब्ल्यूडी तर्फे दिलेला जातो. ओके, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द रोड सेक्शन. ओके, देर आर डिफरंट रोड सेक्शन्स आर देअर. ओके, तुमचा नॅशनल हायवे येतो, विलेज रोड येतो, ओके, स्टेट हायवे, अदर डिस्ट्रिक्ट रोड. ओके, जर तुमचा ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन मध्ये झाला असेल तुम्हाला माहिती असेल टाइप्स ऑफ द रोड. फॉर each type of the road the section will be different. For the two-way traffic the section will be different, for one-way traffic the section will be different. Okay, so depending upon that particular section, the cost of per kilometer will be given by the PWD or will be decided by the PWD. Now if the particular road alignment include a major curve, okay, समजा if the particular alignment if there is obstacle of the small stream or the in the particular alignment, we can easily build a cross drainage work over it. Okay, and that particular cost of that particular cross drainage work will not be that much higher. But in case of the larger obstacles such as a big river, okay, in that case we have to provide the bridge sections uh, to that particular alignment, okay, to overcome that particular obstacle. So in that case, the cost of the bridge is way too higher. Okay, if we calculate the cost of the bridge per kilometer, that will be way too higher. Therefore, it will be difficult for us to attain the particular precision in that particular work. Okay, so to attain the more precision while calculating the approximate cost, we take the service unit for the bridges as per meter rather than the per kilometer. Cost for the per kilometer, the cost will be higher, and whereas for the per meter, the cost will be lower. So therefore, the more precision will be sorry okay, the more precision will be obtained by considering the service unit as the per meter. Similarly, for the major curves, the cost is जे काही छोटे मोठे तुमचे टर्न्स असेल, not for that, for the major turns where there is a we have to provide a super elevation. Okay, higher super elevation we have to provide, or the other construction costs are there. Okay, super elevation तुम्हाला जास्त प्रोव्हाइड करायचं असेल, again super elevation जे तुमचे various types आहेत. Okay, जो काही तुम्ही अपलिफ्ट करणार आहात रोड, त्याचे कसं प्रोव्हाइड करायचं, मटेरियल कसं प्रोव्हाइड करायचं, जो काही तुमचा सेंट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स आहे त्याला रेस्ट्रिक्ट करण्यासाठी काय काय मेथड्स आपण यूज करणार. सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन ऑल ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्रोसिजर, the cost of the major cost will be again higher considering the per kilometer cost. Okay, so again to attain the more precision over that particular cost construction approximate cost of that particular curves, we consider the we take the service unit for the curves as a meter. Okay, so remember that for the major bridges and for the major curves we take the service unit as per meter, whereas generally for the road section we take the service unit as the per kilometer. Okay, this is done to provide the more precision over the calculation of our approximate cost. Okay, so solving the particular numerical. Now the particular numerical will be divided in the three sections. First will be the straight road excluding the bridges and the curves. Second will be the cost of the second will be the major bridges, and third will be the major curves. And the addition of all of these three costs will give us the total cost of the project. So first cost of the straight road excluding the bridges and curves. For this we have to calculate the length of the straight road. Okay, जो काही total road असेल हे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. Total rate तुमचा 400 sorry the total road जो आहे तुमचा तो 14 किलोमीटरचा आहे. From that there is a one major bridge and there are three curves. Okay, ते तुम्हाला डिडक्ट करावं लागतील, कारण बाकीच्या ब्रिजेस वगैरे साठी जो काही आहे किंवा कर्व्स वगैरे साठी आपण जो काही रेट आहे तो वेगळा कॅल्क्युलेट करणार त्याचा कॉस्ट. देअरफॉर द लेंथ ऑफ द रोड एक्सक्लुडिंग द ब्रिजेस अँड द कर्व्स, इथं ब्रिजेस आहेत. ओके, स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक बघत चला जरा. ओके, इग्नोर करत चला स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक. सो द लेंथ ऑफ द रोड इज 14,000 मीटर किंवा 14 किलोमीटर मायनस द ब्रिजची लेंथ असेल. ओके, आणि नंबर ऑफ थ्री कर्व्स तुमचे आहे 455, 690 अँड 17. सो कॅल्क्युलेट द लेंथ ऑफ द रोड इन द किलोमीटर, लेंथ ऑफ द स्ट्रेट रोड म्हणा, किंवा टोटल रोड मध्ये तुमचे ब्रिजेसचं कॅल्क्युलेशन आपण वेगळे करणार आहे, कर्व्हचं मेजर कर्व्हचं आपण कॅल्क्युलेशन वेगळं करणार आहे. ओके, त्यामुळे त्याचा लेंथ जी आहे ते आपल्याला डिडक्ट करावं लागेल, सो दॅट वी विल गेट द नेट लेंथ ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर रोड. ओके, सो कॅल्क्युलेट द स्ट्रेट रोड लेंथ. ओके, जी काही येईल तुमचे होते आता तुम्हाला तर सांगायची गरज नाही. सो द कन्स्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट ऑफ द स्ट्रेट रोड विल बी द रेट तुमचा जो काही आता पर किलोमीटर कन्स्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट वॉज 7,50,000 मल्टिप्लाइंग विथ द नेट लेंथ ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर रोड, that will give us the construction cost for the straight road. For the bridgesचा तुमचा रेट तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. ओके, सॉरी, ब्रिजेसची लेंथ तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, रेट तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, that will give us the cost for the bridges. Now for the all of the major bridges the cost is similar. Okay, in some of the cases इथं सुद्धा एकच ब्रिज असल्यामुळे एक आहे तुमचा. In some of the cases there are a number of bridges will be there. Okay, प्रत्येकाची लेंथ वेगळी असेल, आणि डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर ब्रिज सेक्शन. ओके, ब्रिजचे सुद्धा तुमचे टाईप असतात, व्हेरियस टाईप्स असतात. ओके, तुमचे गटर ब्रिज असतो. ओके, तुमचा ओके सपोर्टेड सिम्पली सपोर्टेड ब्रिज असतो. ओके, There are numerous bridges are there. So depending upon the type of the bridges, the uh, rate will be different. So in that case, you are going to calculate the cost of the each bridge separately. Similarly, for the curves, the rate will be different. इथं आता तुमचा एकच रेट दिलेला आहे, पण काही ठिकाणी the cost rate will be different. You have to calculate the cost of the each major curve separately. Okay. पण इथं तुमचं सर्व एकच असल्यामुळे आपण डायरेक्ट त्याचं ऍडिशन केला आणि मल्टिप्लाइड बाय द रेट केला. ओके. So calculate the total cost of that particular project. Okay. फेअरली सिम्पल कॅल्क्युलेशन आहे, त्यामुळे मी तुम्हाला जास्त सांगत नाही. काही डाऊट्स असतील सांगत चला, तसं काही नाही. नाही तर मी तुम्हाला सांगतो की फेअरली सिम्पल आहे आणि मग तुम्ही डायरेक्ट म्हणता की सर काही म्हणतील असं. इट इज नॉट लाईक दॅट. ओके. देर आर सम ऑफ द पॉइंट्स आय माइट हॅव मिस्ड. ओके. सो इट्स इझी टू, इफ यू हॅव एनी डाउट्स देन यू कॅन क्लिअर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर डाउट. ओके. सांगा मला टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट किती येतो तर. आणि अक्षय सोनवणे तुझा पीआरएन नंबर काय आहे? तुम्हाला आता 2 महिने होऊन गेले तुम्ही ऑनलाईन लेक्चर करता, तरी सुद्धा तुमचं नाव अजून सुद्धा फक्त नाव आहे. ओके. त्याच्यात पीआरएन नंबर का इन्क्लूड नाही? नाव फॉर द नेक्स्ट प्रॅक्टिकल, पहिले 2 असाइनमेंट झालेले आहेत आपले. फॉर द नेक्स्ट प्रॅक्टिकल or for the next assignment, you have to calculate the you have to prepare the detailed estimate of the single story structure. Okay, single story load bearing structure. So I have already classified, you already distributed your particular batch in the various groups. Okay, each group will have the 5 students. Okay, so as per the group you had to collect a detailed plan or a detailed drawing of the 1 BHK load bearing structure. Okay. 1 BHK लोड बेरिंग स्ट्रक्चर साठी तुम्हाला एक प्लॅन कलेक्ट करायचा आहे ग्रुप वाइज. ओके. सो दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्लॅन should be of the 1 BHK and the load bearing structure. That particular plan data drawing should include the develop plan, elevation, section, and the construction notes and the data and the schedule of opening. एवढे जे काही 4-5 आपले जे पॉइंट्स आहेत त्या पर्टिक्युलर इंजिनिअरिंग ड्रॉइंग मध्ये इन्क्लूड करायला पाहिजे. Okay, you can create the particular detailed drawings on any source. Okay, whether it is your colleague or whether it is your कोणतेही तुमचे रिलेटिव्ह असतील किंवा ऑनलाईन तुम्ही बघत असाल किंवा तुमचे प्रिव्हियस इयरचे जे काही प्लॅन्स असतील. ओके. कुठूनही you can collect that particular from anywhere. Okay, there is a no issue of the source is here. Okay, कुठूनही तुम्ही कलेक्ट करू शकता. There is no issue of that particular source. Okay, now for the okay, before the next practical, you have to submit that particular plan and get it verified from me. Okay, they get it approved from me. Okay, so या संडे किंवा या संडे पर्यंत किंवा सॅटर्डे पर्यंत तुमचं जे ग्रुप वाईज आहे ते प्लॅन मला सेंड करा आणि माझ्याकडून नेक्स्ट प्रॅक्टिकलच्या आधी माझ्याकडून ते कन्फर्म करून चला घेत चला ग्रुप वाईज. ओके. without confirmation of that particular plan, no students will be allowed in our next practical. Okay, so you have to confirm that particular plan, send it to me, and get it confirmed from me. Okay, then we will start the calculation of the detail estimate in the next practical. Okay, so remember this particular point. Everyone should note that this particular point. Okay, जर तुमच्या ग्रुपमध्ये फक्त काही जण काम करत नसतील, ओके, if they are not supporting you or they are not properly working on the particular project, then let me know. I will handle them. Okay, कोणालाही कोणत्या ग्रुप मेंबर विषयी प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर सांगा. सर्वांनी एक ग्रुप म्हणून काम करायचं आहे, तर सर्वांनी शोधा. आणि समजा प्रत्येकाने एक एक जर शोधा तरी 5 तुमचे प्लॅन्स होतात. 5 पैकी कोणताही एक मी तुम्हाला ऑब्विसली कन्फर्म करणारच आहे. ओके, सो सर्च फॉर द प्लॅन, ओके, ऑफ द लोड बेरिंग स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, जर जमलं, जर तुम्ही प्लॅन बघतच असाल तर मग तुमचं फ्रेम रेसिडेन्शियल स्ट्रक्चर मीन्स आरसीसी बिल्डिंग 2 BHK प्लॅन 2 स्टोरी जर भेटला तर दॅट विल बी बेटर. ओके, तुमचे जे काही ग्रुप्स असणार त्या दोघी असाइनमेंट 3 and 4 साठी सेम असणार आहे. त्यामुळे जर तुमच्याकडे आरसीसी बिल्डिंग 2 BHK 2 स्टोरी प्लॅन जर भेटला दॅट विल बी बेटर. ओके, so remember to collect the particular plan and get it approved from from me. Okay, you can send it either on my WhatsApp number or Gmail वरती सुद्धा तुम्ही कुठेही सेंड करू शकता. Okay, and this particular second assignment, I will publish that particular assignment on the Google Classroom. You will have to submit it by the day, today's end of the day. Okay, तसं बघतो मी रात्रीचेच ठेवतो. ओके, टाइम जो असेल तो तुमचा 11 PM ठेवूया आपण, म्हणजे तुम्हाला तेवढा जास्त टाइम भेटेल. ओके, डेडलाईन ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर सेकंड असाइनमेंट. ओके, याचा कॉस्ट आला का तुमचा? What is the cost of the road work? Okay, total cost of this particular road project. ओके, म्हणजे शेवटचा म्हणून सोडून दिलं होतं का तुम्ही? So remember to submit. Okay, total cost. ओके, 202,50,000 रुपीज आला आहे. ओके, ठीक आहे, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. क्रॉस व्हेरीफाय करून झाला. ओके, 202,500,000. ओके, 4 times 0. ओके, 202,50,000. So remember to submit the particular plan and remember to verify that particular from me before the next practical, or no, those who do not have the particular plan will not be allowed in this practical. Okay, so that will be all for our today's lecture. Okay, do not leave. Let me check for 1 minute. Okay, leave नको करा मीटिंग 2 मिनिटं थांबा. Akshay Sonane, what is your PRN number? Others can leave. Okay, Akshay Sonane, what is your PRN number? ठीक है, absent leave आप. Okay, everyone can leave the particular. नाव एडिट करून घ्या आणि त्याच्यामध्ये PRN नंबर टाकून द्या, अक्षय सोनवणे.